yogis. Thank you for joining me today for this flexibility flow. We're going to work on mobility in our hips and our spine, get the shoulders and chest really open and leave you feeling really good. Go ahead and just take a nice open stance on your mat, bringing your feet together about hip distance apart, fingertips just resting lightly by your sides. Begin to sort of bring the awareness into the breath, inside the body, linking each movement that we do, each shape we make with our body to our breath, bringing the two together. Feeling the rib cage expand on the inhale, feeling that contraction of the ribs and the abs on the exhale. Good, take another like that. Feeling that exhale come fully through the lungs. Just beginning to bring that mind-body connection together. Linking it together throughout our flow. On your next inhale, spread the fingers wide. Let's take that gaze and the hands up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Give yourself just a little drop back. Just starting nice and easy as we get into that spine. Beautiful. Release back up to standing. Let's drop that left arm down, right arm reaches overhead. See if you can sort of open the gaze, pushing that bottom hip forward and up, pulling that top shoulder down away from the ears. Soften the face. Stay here for a full inhale and exhale. Good. Using the strength of your core. Reach yourself all the way up. We're going to float through the center and right to the other side. Taking the eyes up, shrugging that left shoulder away from the ear, gently accentuating that left hip forward. Beautiful. Stay for that exhale. Nicely done. Using the strength of your core, come all the way back up. Both hands interlace again. Drop back. See if you can get a little bit more space this time as you kind of squeeze those quads, push the hips forward, eyes and chin rise up. Good. One more stretch to each side. Let's come back forward. Drop the left arm down. Right arm reaches up overhead. Stay for that full exhale. Get a little bit deeper. Open the shoulder more. Beautiful. Sweep through the center. Same thing, other side. Take it over. Just allowing your body to be in each stretch, each shape that you're in today. Be just there. Good. Come back up to the middle. Exhale, float those hands down. Beautiful. Let's step wide on our mats. Open the shoulders, interlace those fingers behind the back, or you can grab opposite hand to elbow. We just want to open the chest, the shoulders, open up that heart chakra, take the gaze all the way up. Beautiful. Keep lengthening here, but begin to tip forward right at those hip creases. Tipping all the way forward, bringing your eyes down toward the mat, lengthening and opening through the legs. Once you get a little bit deeper, take the gaze all the way through the legs, right through the heels. Keep letting those hands drop down away from the back. Taking those full inhales and exhales, in through the nose, out through the nose. Beautiful. Engage those arms. Start working through the core. Lift yourself up in one piece, just exactly the way we came down. Keep opening the hands, the shoulders. Release them all the way to the top. And then exhale those hands right down the center. Beautiful. We're going to take that right hand down toward the mat. Inhaling, left arm reaching up. Feel those hips stabilize so they're right in a nice line. If you were to set a cup of coffee right on those hips, it would stay without tipping. Here you can take the eyes up, straight out, or all the way down to that bottom hand. Just kind of paying attention to what feels good in your body, in your neck and spine. feeling this nice dynamic twist right here. Feeling that stretch through the back of the legs, through the shoulders, through the mid-back. Beautiful. Begin to reach that top arm up overhead so that the inside of that bicep and the ear come together. You can take that gaze straight out. Good. Keep exhaling it all the way down to the mat. We're going to swap the hands out. Bring that opposite, that right hand up just where the left one came from. Take it up to the sky. Again, thinking about those same cues here. Keeping the hips nice and square. Hip points pointing toward the mat. Gaze can be up, down, or straight ahead. Again, just thinking about creating long lines. Lots of space. Good. Take one more full breath and then start to reach that arm forward, bringing the bicep forward toward the ear. Take the gaze straight out. Good work. Exhale those hands both all the way to the mat. Let's turn the heels in, toes stay out. Begin to bend the knees. Sink your hips low, right in between the heels. You can bring the hands to heart center or leave them down on the mat. Just kind of slide side to side. We just want to open the hips up nicely in that yogi squat. So as much as that tailbone is reaching down, the crown of the head is reaching up that opposite way. Good. Soften your face. Feel free to keep shifting side to side or just hold center. Stay for a full inhale and exhale. Good. When you're ready, use the strength in that lower body to lift all the way up. And keep those hands right at the heart as you step to the top of your mat. Good job. Release the hands, roll the shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath. Returning to or maybe coming to the top of your mat for the first time in your practice today. Feel those kneecaps squeeze. Let's start to work on that flexibility. Take the arms out and up. Nice deep breath in, fingers tap at the top. Exhale, forward fold yourself down. Inhale up, halfway lift. Starting to feel the hamstrings lengthen each time we're here. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back. Nice deep breath in. Press the hips forward. Feeling that left hip flexor stretch. Inhale, arms up. Big deep breath in here. Exhale, hands come right down the center. Squeeze the palms as you twist, bringing that left elbow across the front knee. Good. Keep twisting all the way around. Keep pressing the hips forward. Gentle but strong. Nice. Begin to untwist. Keep those hands squeezing together. We're going to shift briefly back through a warrior two leg stance. Keep the hands right where they are, pressed together. Start to straighten that front leg. Sink all the way back to that back foot. Bring the hips down on the mat without using the hands if you can. We're just going to tuck that left foot in. Now we're dropping the left hand down. Inhale, press the hips up as you reach that right arm to the sky. Flash dance pose. Good, deep breath in, exhale, bring it right back down. Beautiful, squeeze the hands together again, using that back foot. Without the hands, if you can, press yourself all the way back up, warrior two. Release the hands and exhale, sweep them around. Good work, square the hips, bring that foot back. You can leave it lifted if you want, moving through that chaturanga together. Good, feel free to pause right here, enjoy that back bend. Beautiful, start to lift the hips, press all the way up and back. Finally flipping those toes, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath right here. Feel free to bicycle the legs. Just shifting into the right knee and then the left. Good, deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. Beautiful, take your eyes forward. Step or hop the feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale the hands right down the center. Good, let's do it on the other side. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Let your chest lead you down, feeling more and more open each time. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, let's step that right foot back. Inhale, lift the arms high. Good, feel the hips twisting forward, squeezing so that back hip flexor, that right hip flexor is really open. Exhale, the hands come right through the heart. Big inhale, twist on that exhale, bringing the elbow right across that front leg. Squeeze the palms right toward the heart. Inhale, take the gaze up. Good, keep shifting forward, getting the most out of that hip flexor stretch. Beautiful, stay for one more breath. Completing that exhale, keep the hands right where they are, right by the heart. As you start to straighten up, spiral that back foot down, coming through that warrior two on the bottom half of the body. Start to straighten the front leg, sink the hips all the way back down by that back heel. Good, place the foot down. Now we release that right hand down to the mat. Hips lift, left arm reaches. Open the heart more, open the chest, press the hips forward. Get the most out of this stretch. Stay for one more breath. Exhale, hips sweep down to the mat again. Bring that right foot to the mat. Hands squeeze together. Let's stand it all the way up. Back into that warrior two. Reach the hands forward and back. Good. Sweep the hands around, framing that front foot. Left foot lifts, move through your vinyasa. Nice big chaturanga. Stay in that upward facing dog as long as it feels good. Beautiful. Lift the hips, come all the way up onto those toes, and then spread the toes wide. Take the heels down to the mat. Bicycle here. Shake the head yes and no. Good work. Take the eyes forward. Step or hop the feet up. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands down. Let's do that one more time. Linking one breath to one move, moving a little quicker this time. Inhale, rise up, fingers tap. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Stepping left foot back. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, squeeze the hands together, big twist over that front leg. Good, keep pressing hips forward. Inhale, untwist. Begin to straighten out the front leg, spiraling the back foot down. Shift all the way back to that back heel. Good job. We can put our hands down if we need to, but the challenge is to try to not to. Taking that back left hand down. Inhale, hips up, right arm lifts. Exhale, step it all the way down. Hands come back together. Foot comes back to the mat. Rise up into that warrior two. Nice and slow. Super fluid. You're doing awesome. Sweep the hands around. Square the hips. Good. Back foot comes lifting, moving through that nice, slow, controlled chaturanga. Exhale, hips to the sky. Heels press down, bicycle the legs. One full breath in. Nice long exhale out, eyes forward. Step or hop the feet up. Alternating which leg steps forward. Each time we come, inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands down, good. Last time on the last side, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Hamstring should feel awesome now. Exhale down. Good, stepping right foot back. Inhale, rise up, nice high lunge. Exhale, hands squeeze together right to the heart. Leave them right there as you twist around. Using the strength of your core to bring the chest all the way around. Good. Exhale, untwist. Leave the hands right where they are. Straighten the back leg. Start shifting all the way back. Hips come down to the mat. Lower the leg down. Good. Right hand comes behind, left arm lifts up. And it exhales, scoops right back down. Nicely done, guys. Hands come back together. Back foot to the mat. Slide up, warrior two. Beautiful. Exhale, spiral the hands around. Square the hips. Left foot to the sky, chaturanga. Beautiful. Take a moment in downward facing dog just to release anything that might be left tension-wise up through the shoulders and the neck. Stay for that full exhale, then take the eyes forward. Step or hop the feet up. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands all the way down. Good job. Let's keep moving. Inhale, rise up, next flow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back to plank this time. Move through a chaturanga. You can always fast forward through this and skip straight to your downward facing dog if that's not for you today. Good, inhale, right foot lifts to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through, use your abs. Beautiful, spiral the back foot down, come right up, warrior two. Nicely done, take a deep breath here, then reach a little bit more forward, flip the front palm, take it up and back. Again, still working in that flexibility in the side body that we did in our warm-up. Sink lower in that front leg. Good, stay for the exhale. Beautiful, square the hips, spiral those hands around. Go ahead and square right here, nice deep breath in. We're just gonna hug underneath that leg. Grabbing opposite hand to elbow, stretching and reaching, feeling that little compression of the rib cage on the top of the quads. Good, stay for that exhale. Bring the left hand down to the mat. We're gonna shift to the side, beginning to open up in side plank. So you've got some options here. We can just shift and leave that top leg down. We can rest it on top of the other foot, or we can take the pointer and middle finger and hook it around the big toe. Here we go. If you want, come with me. Let's press the hips forward as we lift to the sky. Breathing, lifting. This is an awesome hip opener. Good, stay for that exhale. And then using tons of control, bring that foot back in and all the way back around. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sweep around. Foot comes back, moving through that chaturanga. And ending in downward facing dog. Good work. Remembering, just working to your level today. Knowing that each time we come to our mat, it feels different. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. We're gonna come right into that warrior two. Inhale, rise up. Reaching left fingers forward, right arm reaches back. Good, feel the belly button pull in. Hips tuck under as you reach forward, flip the palm, take it up and back. Reversing it here, still sinking low in that right angle. 90-degree bend. Good, stay for the exhale. Beautiful, sweep it all the way around, square the hips. Nicely done, just bring those hands to elbows, hugging around that front leg. Big deep breath in, staying for that exhale. Take that right hand down to the mat. You guys remember the options on this side. We're gonna move into side plank, any variation that works for you. If you want it, we're gonna take the pointer and middle finger and just begin to press the hips forward as we lift to the sky. You can take your eyes anywhere that help you balance. Usually it's straight down to the mat. Good, keep pressing the hips forward a little bit, lifting the leg higher. The more we can stack the joints, the better for our balance. Good job, stay for that exhale. Push one more time. Beautiful, with super control, bring it all the way back down. And inhale, lift to stand in that lunge. Exhale, sweep the hands around, take the foot all the way back. If you want, let's chaturanga together. Take it up. And exhale all the way back. Beautiful work, you guys. Feeling the hips pull up to the sky, feeling that belly tuck in. Take the eyes forward, step or hop the feet up. And inhale, rise to stand. Exhale the hands right down the center. Beautiful work, you guys. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. We're just doing this little vinyasa to get ourselves to the mat. Take a full chaturanga if that feels good. Beautifully done. Nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. Great, let's take that right foot to the sky. We're gonna take it all the way through and just lay the bottom half of the leg down on the mat, preparing for king pigeon pose. This is one of our favorite hip opening stretches. The more open our hips feel, the more flexible we feel. So this is a great place to start if you're feeling tight, is in the hips. We know that when we sit up in this pose, we get a little bit more hip flexor. When we lean forward, we target a little bit more psoas and the area around the tailbone. So just kind of hang out in whatever feels good here. You can sort of play and see what gives you the most openness. And feel free to just shift and adjust. The cicadas are super loud today. Now, an option that I always like to give if you want to get extra twisty and pretzely here is that you can thread your right arm underneath your left so that we've got our fingertips facing up and facing the same direction as that foot. You can actually lay the right ear down on the mat, and it's just like thread the needle, but in pigeon pose. So as I mentioned, it's pretty pretzely, but it does feel really good. Back leg is just relaxing. See if you can actively release that area around the tailbone, the sciatic nerve. Good, take another deep breath in. Stay for as long as you like. If you're ready though, untwist. Maybe take that arm back up to the sky if you had that thread. And then we're just gonna shift back. So you can stay right here, or you can start to pick up that back leg. We're just gonna ease the foot in toward the hips. This is a really intense hip flexor stretch. So just be gentle here and listen to your body. Obviously don't wanna force anything. You can hang out right here. You may even notice that that doesn't feel good at all. And maybe you leave the leg down and just face forward. Otherwise, if you want, we can sort of pull the foot in toward the shoulder. You can stay here, or you can come into a variation of mermaid pose, sort of tucking that foot behind the left elbow. And then maybe you reach that top arm around the head and sit up nice and tall. So we feel this all through the front of the quad, the hip flexor, in the shoulders and upper back. Just find a variation that works for you, that feels good. Just being gentle, not pushing beyond your body's edge, just coming right to it. Good, soften your face. Take one more breath. Beautiful, again, feel free to stay here as long as it feels good. Begin to unwind when you're ready. We're gonna take the hands down to the mat, using the strength of our core. Pick that leg up, take it all the way to the sky, and then shift the body forward, moving through a chaturanga together. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, pull the belly button in. Nice full exhale out, take the eyes forward, step or hop the feet up. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale the hands right down the center. Good, stay for just one more breath. Let's finish it out on the other side. Take the arms up, spread them wide. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, step or hop back. Good, chaturanga to downward facing dog. Beautiful, deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. When you're ready, inhale, left leg up. Bring it all the way forward, setting up for that king pigeon pose on the other side. We know that each side can feel different day to day. Just doing our best to open exactly where our bodies are today, depending on how you've slept, your hydration, the other workouts that you have or have not done this week can feel different. If you're ready for a little bit more of that psoas, you can take the hips forward. And if you'd like that extra little thread, you can take the left arm underneath the right and perhaps lay the left ear down on the mat. Stay for a few deep breaths. Releasing, letting go of the tension in your hips, in your upper back. Good. Completing that exhale, or maybe staying for a few more breaths. We're going to start to work our way out. If you're ready, come with me. Unthread that arm, take it back up to the sky. And exhale down. Good. Now we're going to work in that hip flexor a little bit. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe we see how much that back knee wants to bend. You can just keep the foot coming in close to the shoulder, or maybe we do some variation of that mermaid pose. Just allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to open through the hips. Through that upper back, through the shoulders. Good, finishing with that exhale. Begin to release. Bring the hands around to the front of the mat. Again, tucking the toes, using the strength of those abs. Tuck the leg up and in, and all the way up behind. Exhale, bring the chest forward, moving through our last chaturanga together. And knees come down to the mat. Fold yourself all the way back, child's pose. Let your forehead, the bridge of your nose, just rest down on the mat. Feeling that ease with which the ribs and the top of the quads create that little bit of compression. Still feeling active through the fingertips. Really nice work. Let's bring those hands in toward the knees. We're just going to do a little back bend, sort of easing into it, just kind of matching where your body needs to be today. So let's start by putting the knees about hip distance apart, and then rolling the shoulders open and back. We're just going to start with our fingertips down, almost as if they're going to reach into those back pockets. If anyone wears pants with pockets anymore, all I wear is leggings, but if you had them on your pants, that's where your fingers would be. We're just going to start opening the chest, pulling the shoulders back. Maybe you stay right here, or you drop back a little bit further, maybe dropping that left hand down toward the sole of the foot and reaching the right arm up overhead. Again, if this feels like too much, stay in this position, and perhaps we just release the arm to the sky and the hand stays up. Good, square the hips, stay for one more breath. Good, inhale, rise up halfway, just to shift to the other side. Perhaps that left hand stays where it is, or maybe it reaches up overhead. So thinking about that right hand either being in that back right pocket, or perhaps reaching down for the heel. Good, press the hips forward, square them even more, stay for that exhale. And then inhale, sweep it all the way up, hands come to heart center, and sit all the way back down on those heels. Bring the knees together, just allow your spine to reset. So anytime we do any type of back bend, we just want to allow everything to come back to sort of that neutral spine. Good. Let's do one more little hip opener on the mat. So bring yourself to the center of the mat, cross your ankles, or swing the legs to the side to come all the way down. So let's go down with control, just because we can. Reach the fingers out, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, begin to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Allowing your chest and your shoulders to stay nice and open here. Staying lifted as long as you can until that very last moment when you reach the arms up overhead, giving yourself that full body stretch. Good, from here, let's pick that right leg up. Just bring the hands around the front of the leg, squeezing, feeling that little compression of the hip flexor. And then on your next inhale, start to move into the exhale, bringing it all the way across the body. Open that right palm to the sky, and then just allow either your right knee or your right shoulder to make contact with the mat. Just feeling amazing openness through the back body. Good, one more inhale. exhaling, begin to unwind, swap those legs out. Taking that opposite knee in, squeeze. And on the exhale, just begin to fold it over. Opening up the left palm, either choosing that left shoulder or the left knee to remain in contact with the mat. Softening your face, allowing your mind to drift back to where you started class. Noticing those subtle changes you've created just with your little bit of practice. Feeling so much gratitude for your body, the amazing creation that it is. Good, roll back to center, using the strength of your abs to pull that leg around. And then let's squeeze everything in. Bringing it in nice and tight, preparing for happy baby pose. So when you're ready, start to flex the feet, bring the knees toward the shoulders, grabbing each side of the foot. You can just rock here. You can straighten one leg, bring the other one out. Just enjoying all the benefits of the work that you just did to open your hips, to open your back, your shoulders, your hamstrings. See if you can continue to press that neutral spine sort of down to the mat to enjoy that full benefit of the stretch in the hips. Beautiful. Feel free to stay here a little longer or squeeze the soles of the feet together. Just bring them down to the mat. Let the knees fall open. Bring the arms up overhead and just grab opposite hand to elbow. Allow yourself to be bound at the top of the body and the bottom. Allow the rib cage to expand and contract with these last few exhales and inhales. Beautiful. Feel free to stay in this position to enjoy your Shavasana, or you can lengthen out, taking the arms and legs to the sides of the body. Just allow the fingers and the toes to fall to the sides. Staying for as long as you like. Eventually, when you feel ready, pulling your feet in toward your hips, gently and carefully rolling to your side and using your hands to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Just allowing your spine to be nice and long, the crown of the head to lift. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just noticing the space that you've created in your body. Noticing how strong, how flexible, how light and lifted you feel. Just knowing that each time you come to your mat, you're creating more and more good benefits. I thank you guys so much for joining me today.